It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We have a Joyner Lucas track today. It's called Broski, off of his upcoming album, Not Now, I'm Busy. I did see him say something on Twitter about, do you know a broski? So I assume this is about a specific type of person, and I'm interested to find out what that type of person actually is. So let's dive in. Let's see what he was cooking with on this one.
I'm up and I won't look down, hey, long enough to see me drown. And if I ever come down, I'll be falling on the solid ground, falling on the solid ground, hey, long enough to see me drown. And if I ever come down, I'll be falling on the solid ground.
Today I had a conversation with one of my bros. My homie, he's been close to me since we were 6 years old. He calls my mama mom, he's seen all of my highs and lows. From school fights to sharing clothes, from b-ball to fucking hoes. He sat me down and let me know some things he never told me. Things he never got a chance to say or even show me. He said, I know that I don't tell you often, maybe not even at all, but I'm so proud of you and your success, broski. And I admire how you chase your dreams, that shit's courageous. Thank you for never switching up when you got rich and famous. Thank you for never giving up on me or having lesser love for me whenever we lose touch and be on different pages.
Whew, the scheme right there. I like that. Okay. Joyner's writing is so top tier.
And it all, but I'm so proud of you and your success, broski. And I admire how you chase your dreams, that shit's courageous. Thank you for never switching up when you got rich and famous. Thank you for never giving up on me or having lesser love for me whenever we lose touch and be on different pages. I hope you know I'm here for you the way you there for me. It's crazy, you done more for me than on my family tree. And when I say I got your back, just know I really squeeze and make some niggas really bleed. That's really what I really mean. I'm proud of how much you matured and grew, but you still you. The world knows you for your talent, but I know the real you. And all your traumas behind closed doors you never healed through. And all the pain you act like you don't feel, but you still do. I love the fact you keep your shit together mentally. You work hard for your respect, don't need no empathy.
This is fire. You cannot deny this man's writing ability. You just can't. Joyner Lucas is 100% going to be one of the legends in the game. I don't see any way around it. I just don't see any way around it. He is so versatile when it comes to the flows, the delivery, all that stuff, but his lyrics are one of the things that definitely sets him apart from a lot of people, and his ability to tell stories.
Eating on my family tree. And when I say I got your back, just know I really squeeze and make some niggas really bleed. That's really what I really mean. I'm proud of how much you matured and grew, but you still you. The world knows you for your talent, but I know the real you. And all your traumas behind closed doors you never healed through. And all the pain you act like you don't feel, but you still do. I love the fact you keep your shit together mentally. You work hard for your respect, don't need no empathy. When people look you over and shut you out intentionally, you always said if they don't fuck with you, they will eventually. And remember when I went to prison, when I did a bid and you the only one that came to visit. Put money on my books and send me pictures of some bitches. They don't make them like you no more, my nigga, you just different. And bro, you ain't have to pay my niece's tuition or set me up with that new job and try to teach me the business. Always quick to hold me down before you speak your opinion. What goes around comes around, and that's the reason you winning. But listen, I was thinking maybe, since you my broski and I've been there since we was babies, you can hit the bank and break me off with something wavy. Maybe just a couple 100,000, nothing crazy.
I knew something was coming. I'm like, this seems too good to be true. I feel like Broski isn't going to be just a positive thing. There's got to be something to this, and this is where it turns, where it's like, yo, you ain't switched up, and all this basically rubbing this man's back and trying to make him feel good and saying all the positives about him, just to turn around and be like, hey, yo, so since I've been there, yeah, I mean, if you could hit me off with a little something, like that's crazy. That's crazy. Like I know John Jones. This is the GOAT of MMA. I don't talk to him much anymore because I feel like it was more so when we were a lot younger, and as you grow older, like your lives kind of separate and you go your own way, and he's obviously very busy with what he does. He's got his whole family, so on and so forth. Every once in a great while, I feel like we've exchanged words. It's been a year or two now maybe, but I always got love for him, and I would never think to be like, hey, yo, do you think you can hit me off with something? Because I know you probably made a couple million off that last fight. Like that would be I could never even imagine. I could never imagine asking for something like that. It just doesn't even seem realistic.
Cause I've been hurting lately, and I deserve it maybe. And if you can't do it, that's cool. It ain't like I'll be angry. You still my broski and I love you, but that's kinda shady. Cause I've been going through some shit. It ain't like I'm just lazy. So maybe you should pay me. I quit my job cause I don't wanna work for no other niggas. Well, maybe works for some, don't work for some other niggas. Yeah, they pay good, but you know I'm a stubborn nigga. Plus, I know you got my back, right? If not, then fuck it, I ain't asking again. Just don't forget who walked with you when you're back to the wind. And don't forget whose ideas that got you rapping again. When you lost your passion and got lazy and was slacking and shit. And please don't treat me like them niggas that be asking for shit. Cause I never asked you for a damn thing. I'd rather pull a hamstring and then run across some fan blades while jumping out of airplane. Or sitting in the damn rain while begging for some spare change. I'm sorry that we all can't be talented and rich like you. The little people still struggle, we ain't lit like you. And if we being honest, it don't really seem like you want me to chase my dreams so I can get like you. And lately you been on some sucker shit, that's what I see, broski. I hope you know that hater shit is a disease, broski.
Yo, listen, see, and then they try to spin it on you, like, yo, that you being a hater, it's a disease, and trying to turn it like it's on him. Like with me and John, I remember telling John early on when he was starting to go through the ranks and do his thing, and I remember after he beat, was it Bader, and I saw him downtown and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, bro, it's inspiring. Like, you've inspired me to try to get my shit together and try to push for something that I feel like I could do in life. I don't need you to pay my way. Like, that to me doesn't even make any sense, because what is the, I mean, listen, yeah, you could live a good life if all of a sudden you had someone who's just going to feed you money. Don't get me wrong. And I'm sure that that's enjoyable, but it's not as enjoyable as getting it yourself, in my own personal opinion. So it's like, it's cool and all, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. Now, if that person decides that they want to help or invest in something, cool. It's up to you to decide if you want to take that or not, but to ask for it and put yourself out there and try to make it like they owe you, or you've been there all the time and so you kind of deserve it, and don't treat me like these other people that ask for stuff, and it's just really, really goofy to me. The only thing you need to take from that friend that made it is inspiration, because they busted their ass. They didn't get a hand down. They worked hard for what they have, and that should inspire you to do the same. So that's how I look at it.
Cause last time I checked, we was a fucking team. And just because you got paper don't mean that you better than me, broski. I know everything about you. I know every single secret. I know where you rest your head at. I know every bitch you sleep with. I know where you keep your bread at. I pretend that I don't see shit. You a greedy motherfucker. You been hoping I don't be shit. You been getting fat while I've been starving. You been buying every car and house while I've been in the garbage. I deserve everything you got and more, and that's a bargain. You just wanna shit on me and see me falling, that's alarming. You just hoping I'ma tarnish. You don't want me to be nothing. You don't wanna open doors for me. You did a little something, but you could've did a little more for me. No wonder why your father turned his back on you, unfortunately. No wonder why your niggas set them traps on you, the sorcery. You ain't nothing but a phony. You a liar, you a snake, and you can rap, but you ain't Kendrick. You ain't Cole, you ain't Drake. Can't believe I called you family. I should shoot you in the face. You used to act like you was real, but always knew that you was fake. You let the fame get...
I gotta go back. This writing is so top. This is amazing, this writing and the way that he put this together. You can only assume that he's actually been through this with somebody. And sometimes you take things that were actually said to you and fit it into songs. I wonder if somebody actually told him, you're not Kendrick, you're not Cole, you're not Drake, so on and so forth. I would almost guarantee that he's actually had an experience just like this. And I feel like a lot of people that make it and get rich do. Almost everybody, I would assume at some point in time. There's always going to be somebody that feels like they deserve something out of all the hard work that you put in. And it'll never make sense. It just won't.
That's a bargain. You just wanna shit on me and see me falling, that's alarming. You just hoping I'ma tarnish. You don't want me to be nothing. You don't wanna open doors for me. You did a little something, but you could've did a little more for me. No wonder why your father turned his back on you, unfortunately. No wonder why your niggas set them traps on you, the sorcery. You ain't nothing but a phony. You a liar, you a snake, and you can rap, but you ain't Kendrick. You ain't Cole, you ain't Drake. Can't believe I called you family. I should shoot you in the face. You used to act like you was real, but always knew that you was fake. You let the fame get to your head, and all it did was made you whack. I always knew the day would come where you would stab me in my back. One day your money gonna be gone, and I'll be happy, that's a fact. And then you'll move back to the hood, and I'll be laughing when you back. But you my nigga, and I love you, and I wanna see you win. I wouldn't place no one above you, and you always been my friend since we was stepping in the puddles. Real niggas don't pretend, cause you my brother, you my double. You my motherfucking twin, and I wanna let you know how I appreciate the things you show me. It's kinda hard to trust niggas, that's why I keep you closely. And look, I know that I don't tell you often, maybe not even at all, but I'm so proud of you and your success, broski.
I'm up and I won't look down.
So I want to say that this kind of painted a picture of, in front of other people, when there's others around, they're at the dinner, they got everybody there, he's saying all the good things, all the positive stuff, and, you know, this, that, and the third. But then when they're alone, he's speaking a certain way, or it's like a deep down thing. I like this. This was a really, really creative video.
Hey, long enough to see me drown. And if I ever come down, I'll be falling. falling on the solid.
See, on the surface, it's one way, but the reality is very, very different.
Hey, long enough to see me drown. And if I ever come down, I'll be falling on the solid.
I'm looking forward to this album. This is gonna be fire. Shout out to my man Joyner Lucas. Does he have a release date for it? I don't think there's a release date yet. If there is, let me know down in the comments, because I definitely have to check out this album. But this is the kind of stuff that I love from him. I like when he just be bopping too, though. When he just be rapping. I think that shit is extremely enjoyable. But when he does stuff like this, it really separates him from a lot of artists, in my opinion, because he does not waste a bar. He does not waste a word. The schemes in it, everything, the direction that he takes in it, it's all meaningful from one word to the next. And this is no different. So that's crazy. Shout out to that man. Don't be a broski in life. Just never be a broski. Don't be expecting things. Don't be like, yo, I've been here since the beginning. Yo, I looked out for you. Yo, I supported. Yo, I this. Yo, I that. Like, I mean, like, that's a great thing, and it makes you a good person, and so on and so forth. But it doesn't mean that you have a right to extra shit, that you have a right to more than the person is willing to give back. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like there's not a good reciprocation there, and you've done so much, then you feel free to walk away. That's always an option that you have. But to try to attack the person or feel like you deserve something, a lot of times this turns into a very negative situation between people. So I'm happy that I'm not that person. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. If you guys are new here, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm going to be dropping videos on the regular on this channel. Now, if you're coming over from Duane TV and you notice this popped up, you may realize that you are not subscribed to this new channel. It's called Duane Reacts. So I just wanted to remind you, make sure that you guys do, so that way we can continue to rock together. I will still be doing some content on Duane TV. It'll probably be like maybe one music reaction a day as opposed to the 2 or 3 we were doing, whereas 3 or more is going to be dropping here every single day. And over there, I'm actually going to probably do some different content and just mess around for a little bit. But this is the channel that I think the music will be on. We're going to try to grow it from the start again and get the people over here that are really interested in my reaction. So I appreciate you guys. I will catch you next video, homies. I've been feeling like I'm dying on the inside. I forget what living life has really been like. I'm so stuck inside my head, I think I'm lost, but I pray to God in hopes that it's just something I can get by. Sometimes I'm really worried about what's wrong with me. Other times I think the stress is what it all could be. My mind is like a trigger till I fall asleep. It hurts to be held hostage by the thing that gave me all my reach. And still you'll see I ain't escaped the pattern set. Every day I think I'm dying, but I haven't yet. I barely enjoy anything. Imagine death is creeping up behind you, but it's all been what you manifest.